So do you also use Zoho campaigns to handle the email marketing for your business? Then this video is definitely for you. So hello all, welcome back to Pabbly Connect, and in this video we are going to understand how to add or update Zoho campaign subscriber on paper form submission. So over here I'm running a edutech company and we offer free courses to all our leads. So now what I want is that as soon as someone registers for a free course with the help of paper form submission, automatically with the help of these same lead details, a new subscriber should be created in my Zoho campaigns too, so that we can create targeted email marketing campaigns for all of these leads. So to do this, we are going to create a connection between Paperform and Zoho campaigns. To create this connection without knowing any programming or coding language, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. It is an amazing automation software. So do you also wish to learn this process step by step? Then let me take you to my computer screen.
Welcome to my screen, everyone. So as you know, in this video I'll show you how to automatically add or update subscribers in Zoho campaigns whenever someone submits a paper form. This integration helps you to manage your email list effortlessly, ensuring your subscribers are always up to date with the latest information. So let's get started with a really simple example. Since I've already mentioned in my introduction that I'm running an edutech company and I offer free courses to all my potential clients. So let's say that my name is Dummy Lead and I want to enroll for this free course. So I'm just going to fill in this paper form right over here and click on submit. And as soon as I'm going to click on submit, yes, you can see submission successful. So now I'm just going to open my Gmail, and as you can see that I have received a subscriber confirmation notification right over here. So I'm just going to click on this confirm subscription, and as soon as I'm going to click on confirm subscription right over here, I'm just going to open my Zoho campaigns, and as you can see the contact email, the first name and the last name. Successfully, a new subscriber has been created in our course enrollment leads list automatically in our Zoho campaigns without any manual efforts, right? So yes, this is the automation we are going to build in today's tutorial. So if you also want to build this automation for your business, then you have to watch this tutorial till the end. So to do this, I've simply opened the landing page of Pabbly by searching pabbly.com/connect in my browser. It is very easy, and as soon as we're going to open the landing page of Pabbly, we are going to get two options. One is sign in and the other one is sign up for free. So if you are a new user, you can click on sign up for free and you're going to get 100 of tasks free every month. But over here I'm an existing user, so I'm just going to click on sign in, and as soon as we're going to click on sign in, it is opening all Pabbly apps. Over here you can see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly, but in today's video we are going to use Pabbly Connect because we are connecting different applications, which is paper forms and Zoho campaigns. So I'm just going to click on access now right over here to access my Pabbly Connects account, and as soon as we're going to click on access now right over here, it is going to open my dashboard. And to start with this automation, we are going to click on this button which says create workflow, and now it is asking me for the workflow name and the folder I want to save the workflow in. So with here I want to save the workflow in this folder which says automations, and I want to name my workflow as this, which says how to add or update Zoho campaign subscriber on paper form submission. Paper form to Zoho campaigns, and then we are going to click on create, and as soon as we're going to click on create, it is opening the most important window for automation, which is our workflow window. So this is the most important window because we have trigger and action in this. Trigger means when this happens and action means do this. So by this you can understand that the trigger is the commander for the workflow and actions follow the commands. And as you know that we can have only a single commander but multiple followers. So over here we can have only a single trigger but multiple actions following the commands of our trigger. So by this you can finally understand that the actions are response towards the commands given by our trigger. And in order to start with our automation, we have to select our trigger application. So for my trigger application, I'm going to select it as paper form because what I want is that as soon as a new submission is made in my paper form, automatically my workflow should be triggered. And now for the trigger event, we are going to select it as new form submission. Trigger event is the event on which the workflow will start. Okay, so as soon as we're going to select the trigger event, it is giving me a webhook URL. So we're going to use the same webhook URL in order to create a connection between our paper form account and our Pabbly Connects workflow. So what we're going to do is, first we're going to copy this webhook URL, and then we're going to follow this help text, and it is saying log into your paper form account, click on the edit option of any form and navigate to the after submission tab. Click on integration and webhooks tab and scroll down to webhooks section. Okay, we're going to follow the same. I'm just going to open my paper form account, and as you can see that this is the form I want to create this automation for. Okay, so I'm just going to go on this edit of this form. You have to keep in mind that you have to select the same form for which you want to create this automation. So as you can see that this is my form. Okay, so we have to go on this option right over here which is after submission, and then integrations and webhooks. And now we're going to scroll down and look for webhooks, and as you can see the same, so I'm just going to open it. And now we have to click on this button which says add webhook, and now it is asking me for the webhook URL. So we are just going to paste the URL which we copied from our workflow, and now it is saying triggered on. We are going to select it as new submission right over here, because as you can see that in the help text it mentioned select new submission as a trigger event. Okay, so we're just going to select the same right over here and click on create. And as soon as we're going to click on create, yes, you can see that with this we have successfully added our webhook URL right over here. With this we have successfully created a connection between our paper form and our Pabbly Connects workflow. But now it is saying waiting for a webhook response, and in the notes it is saying do a test submission / record. So in order to capture this webhook response, we have to do a test submission or record. So what we have to do is we have to test our connection. Okay, for that I'm just going to open my form once again. But before opening the form, I'll just go back right over here to the settings, and over here we are going to publish this form so that we can save all these settings. Okay, and now we're going to open this form right from here only. So as you can see that this is my form, right? So I'm just going to fill in the details. So for the first name, let's say that I'm going to keep it as Demo. For the last name, I'm going to keep it as lead only, so I'm just going to enter lead right over here. For the email, I'm going to keep it as demoUser@pabblytudes.com, and then this is the phone number. For the course, let's say that I'm going to select it as this only and click on submit. And as soon as I'm going to click on submit right over here, yes, you can see submission successful. So now what has happened is that Paperform has sent the details of our test submission to our workflow, and as you can see Pabbly captured the response. Over here you can see all the details which we entered. Okay, I'm just going to show you all the details. You can see the same phone number which we entered, you can see the same email which we entered, right? Over here you can see the same last name which we entered, and over here you can see the same first name which we entered. Also we're going to look for the course which we entered right over here. You can see the same course. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our trigger step, and now what will happen is that as soon as the new form submission is made in my paper form, automatically Pabbly is going to capture the response of that submission and trigger this workflow. So yes, we are going to move on forward. Now what I want is I want to add or update a Zoho campaign subscriber on paper form submission, right? So for the action application, we are going to select it as Zoho campaigns. So I'm just going to search for Zoho campaigns right over here, and as you can see the same which is Zoho campaigns, so we are going to select it. And now for the action event, we are going to select it as add or update a subscriber and click on connect. And as soon as we're going to click on connect, it is asking me to add a new connection or select an existing connection. So if you have already connected a Zoho campaigns account with your Pabbly Connects workflow, you can click on select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me, click on add a new connection, and then we have to click on this blue button which says connect with Zoho. And as you can see that now it is asking me for the domain, and to get this domain what we are going to do is I'm just going to open my Zoho campaigns account, and over here you can see that this is my domain which is zoho.com. Okay, so I'm just going to enter my domain right over here which is zoho.com. So I'm just going to copy this from below and paste it right over here. For me it is zoho.com, for you it can be any from this. Okay, so you have to look for your domain in your Zoho campaigns account and enter the same right over here, and then we're going to click on save. And as soon as we're going to click on save right over here, yes, you can see that Pabbly is asking me for some permissions. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to click on accept and give Pabbly all the permissions it is asking for, because my data is secure with Pabbly. You can also click on accept right over here. Pabbly is safe. And as soon as we're going to click on accept, you can see authorization successful. With this we have successfully connected our Zoho campaigns account with our Pabbly Connects workflow, and now it is asking me for the list, in which list I want to add or update a subscriber, right? So for me the list is this course enrollment leads. Okay, so as you can see that this is the same list I have added this dummy lead to. Okay, so I'm just going to select the same list right over here. We're going to move on forward. It is asking me for the contact email, the first name, last name, and many another details. So we're just going to enter all of these details right over here from the response of our paper form only, but we are not going to enter the details manually or copy paste the details, but instead we are going to map it. So you must be wondering what is mapping, right? So mapping is a method by Pabbly which means inserting the data from the previous step, and as you know our previous step was the trigger step where we selected paper form as our trigger application. So we are just going to map the details from the response of our trigger application only, and as soon as we're going to map these details, automatically my details will turn dynamic and change with every new response received. So with here I'm going to give you an example that it is asking me for the contact email, right? So let's say that I'm going to enter the contact email right over here manually by typing it like this. Then this will not change with every new response received because this is a static information and I've entered it manually right over here. But let's say that we're going to erase this contact email and map this is from the previous response. Okay, so let's say that I'm going to search for the email right over here, and as you can see, the same. So let's say we're going to map this from the previous response, then this will definitely change because my previous response will also change. So that's why we do mapping right over here to run our workflow in real time. So now we're going to map the first name too. I'm just going to look for the first name, and as you can see, demo, so we're going to map it. We're going to move on forward. We're going to look for the last name. I'm just going to search for the last name, and as you can see, leads, we're going to map it. We're going to move on forward. You can see that it is asking me for many another details. So no, I don't wish to enter all of these details, so I'm just going to move on forward and click on save and send test request. If you wish, you can definitely fill out these details too, but I don't wish to fill, so I'm just going to click on save and send test request. And as soon as I'm going to click on save and send test request, yes, you can see user successfully subscribed. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm just going to open my Zoho campaigns and check for the new user subscribed. But before that, I'm just going to open my email and confirm my subscription as demo lead. And yes, you can see that we have received this subscription confirmation mail. Okay, so I'm just going to click on confirm subscription right over here. And after confirming this, I'm just going to open my list and check for the new subscriber created. And yes, you can see a new subscriber has been created. You can see the contact email, the first name and the last name which we entered, right? So yes, with this, we have successfully completed our workflow. And now what will happen is that as soon as a new form submission is made in my paper form, automatically a subscriber would be added or updated in my Zoho campaigns. So now we have successfully completed our workflow, but I'll just test this workflow once, and this time I'm going to give you a real-time example. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to open my form once again, and we're going to do another test submission, right? So I'm just going to refresh this. We're going to enter the new details to do the test submission. So let's say that for the first name, I'm going to keep it as test. For the last name, I'm going to keep it as lead right over here. Let's say that for the email, I'm going to keep it as testuser112@pablitudes.com. Where's the phone number? For the codes, I'm just going to select the codes and click on submit. Okay, so now it is saying submission successful. So now what has happened is that Paperform has sent the details of our test submission to our workflow. Pabbly captured the response, triggered the workflow, and further created a new subscriber in our Zoho campaigns. So what we're going to do is first we're going to open our mail and check for the notification of confirmed subscription, and then we're going to open our Zoho campaigns and check for the new subscriber created. And this time we are not going back to our workflow and clicking on save and send test request. I'll directly open my mail right from here, and as you can see, dear test, thank you for subscribing. Okay, so this is the Gmail notification received to my lead. Okay, so I'm just going to click on confirm subscription right over here, and as soon as we're going to do so, yes, you can see I'm just going to open my Zoho campaigns, and we're going to refresh this course enrollment leads list to check for the new subscriber created. And as soon as we're going to refresh this list right from here, we are going to look that a new subscriber has been created. You can see the same contact email, you can see the same first name and the same last name. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our workflow, and now without any manual efforts, automatically a new subscriber would be created or updated in my Zoho campaigns with every new paper form submission. So yes, this was it for the video, and if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video. And for your reference, I'll just clone this workflow and share the workflow link in the description box so that you can access my workflow. I hope this video was helpful for you. Thank you for watching.
So not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly Connect, you can integrate many more applications. So if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this website. And if you find our videos helpful, do like and subscribe our channel. Thank you for watching.